Hi, this is Vic at Four Seasons. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big proponent of fertilizing your plants. Our soil around here tends to be not good. We call it crappy, full of clay, full of shale, and so in order to have a nice looking lawn or a nice flower bed or a nice perennial bed, even a nice vegetable garden, you need to fertilize, and usually fertilize fairly well, especially in the nitrogen range. There's almost never nitrogen in our soil, and so you have to apply that on a regular basis. That's one of the first things that leaches out. So when you're fertilizing your trees and shrubs this time of the year, which is a great time, this time of year, this is a granular fertilizer. It's something that can be spread and broadcast underneath of the canopy of the tree or the shrub as you're putting it in. And this will last over a period of time, probably 2 to 3 months. So it's something that lasts a good while. Same thing with a lawn fertilizer. This is a granular fertilizer. It's something you put on with a spreader. When you put that on, it has a slow release. So lots of time this will last 3 or 4 months for one application. So you don't have to keep doing it over and over again. So that's why you would use something like that as a granular. This bedding plant fertilizer is also a granular. The fruit tree is also a granular, something that you can put on and it lasts over an extended period of time. One of my favorite things, this is an encapsulated fertilizer. This is called Classic Coat. And the reason I like Classic Coat so well is it can provide a baseline of fertilizer. Once again, this is something that when you water it, it releases a little bit of fertilizer over time. It makes no difference like other fertilizers it makes no difference whether it's hot or cold. It releases evenly over a period of time. So I like to use this as a baseline and then add other fertilizer like on my hanging baskets or on my vegetables. I like to add a water-soluble fertilizer. This is one that most people are familiar with. It usually, no matter what it comes in, what kind of a package it comes in, it has a scoop inside, and it's usually 1 scoop per gallon of water, but read the directions to make sure that's not incorrect. So always read the directions, but 1 scoop per gallon is pretty universal for most of the water-soluble fertilizers. I use this in addition to the Classic Coat to really provide great looking hanging baskets all summer and long and well into the fall. So that's something that's good to do. This is something which we use and promote here at Four Seasons because it's a root and grow. This is a liquid fertilizer. It's not water soluble, it's liquid. And when you plant trees and shrubs or flowers or vegetables, if you want to use something like this, a lot of people call it a root stimulator. It gets the plant going. Even though it's a root stimulator, it's a balanced fertilizer. It has nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in it, so it gives a balance. But I don't like to put this in the hole when you plant your tomatoes or your peppers or your trees or your shrubs. And the reason is because that fertilizer, when it comes into direct contact with the roots, it can burn the roots. And so that's not what we want to do. So no matter what kind of fertilizer you're using, always do it as a top dress or a side dress and not in the hole with the roots. So that's a quick rundown of fertilizers. If you have questions about what other various kinds of fertilizers that you're using or you want to use or you're not quite sure what to use, come in and see me and I'll be glad to help you any way I can. Thank you.